Greetings, fellow pals and gals of the YouTube world. It's your boy, the Wolf Gamer 25, and we are back for another riveting segment of Figure Friday. Now, I do hope that you guys are settled in. I do hope that you guys had a good day. But before we get, please do your boy a favor if you haven't already. Go get something to eat. Go get something to drink if you like. Maybe grab yourself a snack or two if you want to, because we do have a lot to talk about tonight. And as you know, I hope that you guys had an epic day today. For those of you guys who are still dealing with this quarantine and with this lockdown, I do hope that you guys are keeping yourself entertained somehow, some way. Um, for those of you guys who are out there working actually still, I hope that you guys had a good day, and I hope that you crushed it and killed it today. But please do go get yourself something to snack on, something to drink. Don't worry about me. I've already eaten. I've already got me something to drink right here. So please, I'll be right here waiting whenever you're ready. This actually gives me a minute to answer some messages. Let me see. Now, while I'm a little bit off the subject, also, the thing that really sucks about this whole pandemic thing. Don't worry, I'm not. We're not talking about the bunch of right now. We're just talking about off-topic stuff. I just wanted to share it with you guys. Now, as I said, the only thing that kind of sucks about this quarantine is the fact that my GameStop had actually closed down because it wasn't considered essential. But it's a tragedy to me because I always get most of my content and video games through them. And since they shut down, I'm not able to play one of my favorite games, which of course is Resident Evil 3. Now, that's not to say the fact that I won't get it. I'll just have to get it, somewhere else, I guess. Maybe Walmart or something. I mean, if I get the chance, I'll go looking for it because I want to be able to share that game with you guys. Because for those of you who did watch the demo gameplay that I posted on my Twitch, I played it. It looks superb. It looks amazing, highly stepped up, and I got to tell you, Nemesis. Wow, that's all I'm gonna say. Just because I don't want to spoil nothing for you guys. But be sure to look forward to much of the Resident Evil gameplay in the future. But currently, I am working on finishing up some Mortal Kombat 11 gameplay. I just have to, pull it together in like the compilations that I make, and I want to share it to you guys on my YouTube channel. But if you're just now returning or just now getting here, as you can see, we have hit the 3-minute marker, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So I invite you guys to sit back, relax, take a deep breath, put those hands behind your head, just relax, Because, as you know, it's just you, me, and the merchandise, of course, that I will be sharing with you guys today. Now, as I did say in my last stream, the content has kind of dwindled down. I do still have some to share with you guys. It's just I'm gonna have to kind of just dwindle it to maybe 2, maybe 3 figures at the most, or merchandise, because I want to be able to keep you guys entertained as much as possible, because it is through you guys that I keep this channel going, because of all of the constant motivation, all the pushes, and for everyone to tell me to keep going. And it's because of you guys that I keep this channel flowing. So I want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here and being a part of my team, being a part of the Wolfpack. And yes, I decided to call it the Wolfpack. So, anyways. Okay, one minute, y'all. Let me just get this. Okay, that's it. Okay, now, for today's stream, I thought that we could take a walk into 2 different universes. Of course, one of them we're going to be revisiting is the world of anime, and another is actually a world where we're going to be revisiting my childhood. Now, Today we're introducing a new statue that I did procure, along with a new Funko that was released, and it was the first Funko of its kind that I had found. But I do hope that you guys enjoy it. So why don't we just go ahead and get into the nitty of the gritty? So I thought that we could go ahead and get the world of the anime out of the way because sorry, we do have a lot to talk about both of these characters. So I do hope that you enjoy who I'm about to bring up. So this first particular individual, he hails from the world of My Hero Academia, and he is a hero. I prefer to, just one small note. I prefer to get more of the heroes, and he is a hero. I prefer to, just one small note. I prefer to get more of the heroes more than the villains. I mean, that's not to say that if I saw a Himiko Toga that I wouldn't snag her because she's cute, she's alright, she's kawaii, but we're hitting up that's best served for another time. Dang, concentrate. Okay, back to what I was saying. This gentleman here, he is one of the hero teams. He is best friends with one of the main protagonists in the story. Unfortunately, it's not Deku or Midoriya, as most people know him. He's actually friends with one of the second protagonists, which of course is Katsuki, Bakugo, or Explosion Boy, But most people know him by an alias, of course, which is called which of course is called the Red Riot. But there is a name he also does go by, and of course, most people in the world of My Hero Academia, they go by first and last names. But me, I recognize them more if they go by the last name. And of course, this guy here, he's rocking his My Hero look, My Hero suit, if you will. And of course, as I said, most people knew him as the Red Riot, but me, I knew him by the name as Kirishima. That's right, folks. And as you can see, this is the statue I was telling you guys about. It is the Banpresto version. Why don't we just go ahead and slice them open? Get to the nitty-gritty. No. And as I said, we're going to get into his character. I'll give you guys a little history about him. And I'd actually very much like to share with you guys where the inspiration for the name came from. Oh, good. There's only one piece to put together. Sweet. Alrighty. Cool. Slice there and slice there. Slice and dice to get them out. And I'm gonna show you guys the detail of them. Don't worry. Just be patient with me, folks. This elastic is really not making it easy for me. Hold right there. Don't look at me like that. I'm working on it, okay? And one thing I liked about the costume that he's rocking is the fact that in the first season of My Hero Academia, one cool thing that the hero teachers actually let the students do was come up with their own names and costumes. And I liked everyone's, including the main three, Katsuki and Deku, and of course Todoroki. And I love the fact that they also let them choose their nicknames too, because to me that plays a vital role. Because if you're going to be a hero, you got to be able to think of your own nickname. You can't just have someone else think of it for you. Not like it's not to say that All Might didn't come up with his own name. I just kind of feel like it was based off what the people say, but that's just me, really. I'm sorry. Ow. His ooh, the top hurts. Ooh, the top hurts. Ouch. Just relax. Come on. Perfect. There he is, folks. Kirishima, aka Red Riot. Come on, focus, camera. There we go. I know it seems like he's got a sadistic look in his eye, folks, but he's just happy to be here, really. And as I said, rocking the outfit that he had actually drew up and thought of himself. And I love the fact, that he's got that big R, and of course across the sash that he's rocking right here, and of course this kind of a muzzle type deal, because the quirk that young Kirishima here has is actually similar to the hero that actually inspired him to become the Red Riot, because his quirk is called hardening. Now, what that is basically it allows him to harden certain parts of his body. You know, most of the times he just concentrates on the torso, and of course, because that's basically what he uses to fight. Because he's very combat savvy, he knows how to go one on one, hand to hand. You know, but a little history about this guy is the fact that growing up, Kirishima here didn't really come into his quirk until about the age of 3, and in doing so, he felt like he was cursed because when his quirk had actually first appeared for the first time, it actually caused him to scratch himself and actually gave him a permanent scar under, I believe it's his left eye. Forgive me if I butchered that wrong, but it actually gave him it gave him many reasons to, you know, kind of hate his quirk. But if it wasn't for the fact that he saw it in another hero, then he would not have been able to accept it or accept himself, because in doing so, it inspired him to go to the prestigious UA Academy, which of course is where all young heroes to go to become future heroes. And also, one small I found out about him is that he actually went to the same junior high as a rather pink and alien-like hero, which of course is known as Mina Ashido. But the only difference is that they weren't really all that close until they both started going to UA Academy, which of course, you know, they became good friends. They joined up very well. They meshed together really well. They're not a couple, you know. I mean, I don't really think that she's his type, you know. But that's just me. Who's to say that she won't use that acid quirk of hers on him? But I'm spoiling. But yeah, and also where the inspiration actually for his hero name came from. Uh, excuse me, sorry. Okay. Um, it came from the other hero, which of course was called the Crimson Riot. Now, even though his quirk had kind of gave him a bad upbringing, if you will, it still didn't stop him from pursuing his dreams, and of course, which of course is to become the hero. He wants to be able to, you know, inspire and to basically become kind of like the same icon, if you will, as All Might. It's just in much more, in like his speed, if you will, because you know he knows that he's not really right there next to All Might, but hey, he's up and coming, and I salute him for that because he's a fighter and he does not give up easily. I mean, even though he's friends with Kachan, but hey, even though he makes fun of him, you know, and calls him names. Oh, pardon me. But oh yes. Uh, Also, as I said, in order for oh sorry, actually, thanks to his hero, which of course was the Crimson Riot, he had actually helped Kirishima here because during some of his earlier years, I believe it was in UA, there were times where he just wanted to give up on his dreams because he felt as though he was a danger to himself because, you know, of the scratch, and he didn't really want to hurt others. But I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that his hero, the Crimson Riot, had actually met him in the UA Academy and had inspired him to continue to go on, to want to make a name for himself, and the fact that he had to stay on this path to become the hero that his own hero has seen in him, which is, to me, it just screams inspiration when one of your heroes actually pushes you to become the hero that you want to be. Because to me, that says a lot about the character, about his character, and it's great, really. And now that I think about it, I need to revisit my hero. I mean, I'm pretty far behind on it, and I'm terribly disappointed in myself because of that. So please forgive me on that, folks. I am so sorry. But moving on. Sit right there for me, Kirishima. Thank you. Ow, easy with the hair. Easy with the hair. Thank you. That really does hurt, man. That plastic is hard. Urgh. Okay, moving on. Now, we're gonna shift gears here, folks. Ironically, yes, I know I'm wearing a Mario Kart shirt. Please forgive me. You know something? Uh, I just realized, folks. I do hope that you'll forgive me on this because I just realized something. I did not plug in the mic. Oh my goodness, I did not plug in the mic. Oh, help me, Lord. Woo! Oh, Lord have mercy. Help me, Lord. I really hope that I'm coming through clear on your end, guys. Woo, boy. And if not, then I'll relook at the video, and if nothing else, I'll let you guys know. And hey, if I have to, I will re-record. We will revisit the history section, but please allow me to continue. So, as I said, we're going to shift gears here, and as I said, ironically, because I'm wearing the Mario Kart shirt, we're going to go ahead and move into the world of my childhood, because next we're going to move on to a favorite, which of course this one here actually stretches way back. This was actually before I got into Power Rangers, and to this day it's still one of my favorites. I love the animation behind it, you know, all of the kind of stories that this guy told, because this is another of my personal favorite shows that I grew up with. I know it was low tech, but it was still amazing. Still, it just made put a smile on my face every single day I got to watch it. But the story actually follows a rather green guy, if you will, and his particular adventures into different environments, but also different timelines. And it's the fact that he had a sidekick by the name of Pokey. Now, for those of you guys who recognize it right off the bat, I appreciate and applaud you. But the next particular individual I'm going to bring up, he actually hails from a show that took place back in the 1950s, who was actually created by a dude who had finished his film industry at the University of South Carolina. Sorry, California, Southern California. My apologies, folks. That guy's name was Art Clokey, and if it wasn't for the fact that he created this gentleman here, I would have never known who he was or discovered him. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Gumby. That's right, folks, Gumby. I gotta tell you, he looks epic. 1 minute, folks. Whew. Man, the music was up way loud. Ooh, forgive me. But yeah. And as I said, this is another favorite of mine. Oh wait, right there, perfect. Okay, now, interestingly enough, about this show, yes, it's true. I mean, it was a kids show, but you know, Gumby here, he was the hero of his own show, and like every hero, there's always, you know, evildoers, villains, if you will, lurking around. And just today, I was actually able to kind of dig into the history a little bit, and as it turns out, Gumby did have enemies, really. Particularly a couple of humanoid-like red blockheads, if you will, who bear two different letters on their foreheads, which of course their names, ironically, were from giving us always have Pokey by his side right there, and if it wasn't for the fact that I had seen the show growing up, then I probably would have never gotten into it. But I'm glad that I did, because it was an epic show, and if ever given the chance or possibility, I would reorder like the entire Gumby series just to rewatch it, and even then, just to revisit all the childhood memories. Oh man, you know, to be honest, I really miss that show. Let me just get another swig here. Oh boy. And of course, there were other characters in the show Gumby. I do remember one of them was actually a dinosaur, a yellow dinosaur. I can't remember what type of dinosaur. I think it was a T-Rex, but don't quote me on that, folks. If I butchered it, I do apologize, and I am sorry. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. And as I said, I'm going to relook at the footage to make sure if whether or not the audio came out, because as I said, I forgot to plug in the mic. Please forgive me if you guys can't hear a word I'm saying. But if you like, feel free to hit the follow button right there when it is posted. I do appreciate you guys for being with me tonight on this Figure Friday. And I do appreciate those of you guys who continue to push and tell me to keep going. But until next time, guys, stay safe, stay awesome, stay weird, stay yourselves. And for those of you guys who don't forget, um, I do have more gameplay and everything, a whole lot of new stuff coming up. So look forward to that, huh? And as I said, the follow button we posted right there. Now, por favor. Okay? Muchas gracias. And until next time, guys, stay safe, stay awesome, stay weird, stay yourselves, huh? Peace.